Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Throwback Afternoon. Here it is, 2026, brand new year and a brand new year. We're hopefully going to have a lot more content coming for you guys. Today's video is actually going to be a Christmas haul and Christmas adjacent haul video. So, me and my wife had an agreement this year. Outside of getting our daughters presents and gifts for the family, we wanted our gifts to each other to be purely and strictly retro themed. As you know, we've got the retro corner here. I'll do a more in-depth tour of the retro corner sometime if you guys would like that. And she's even started expanding the retro corner over on her side of the room, so we're kind of turning the whole room into a retro room. And so the idea was that our gifts for each other had to be within a retro nostalgia theme. Not necessarily putting any dates on it, like as far as in guidelines. It just had to be nostalgic or retro to us per se. And so that's the only guidelines that we went with, and it worked out really good. Like I think so. We was really happy, really excited. Had a really good Christmas and a lot of good presents out of it. Both the ones I got her and the ones she got me, and it kind of benefits both of us because it's stuff that we both get to put in our retro room, and just kind of just worked out really well all around. It was like a little Christmas bonus, I guess you could say. So first I'm going to go through the gifts that she got me as part of our retro Christmas haul, and then I'm also going to show you a few things that I picked up within the past couple weeks, pretty much around Christmas or even after Christmas up until now, that just threw into because it is a retro haul video and this is a throwback channel. So without further ado, the first thing I'm going to show off is the games and movies. So we have been slowly building a retro game collection, and one of those things is our GameCube games. And so these were the ones that she picked up, which was Mario Party 4 and one of my favorites, Mario Kart Double Dash, and got a really good deal on these. And also he included 2 GameCube controllers. So we already had 2, so now we're at 4, which is awesome. So we can do a lot more gaming with like family, with my parents or brother, and even our daughter when she gets older, to be able to play some of these. And again, these are great co-op party games. I really love it. Very classics. I was a big Double Dash guy growing up, so very excited about these. And then next, she got me a couple movies here. So one, which is for our retro corner for the DVD player or the PS2, either one. She found High School Musical 2, the extended edition. So this one she found had not actually ever been open. It was at a vendor's mall, but it was completely sealed still, had all the booklets and all the little like interior stuff inside that came with it. I was a big fan of the High School Musical movies when they came out, and the second one is actually my favorite out of the 3, so was very excited. And we recently watched it, and it was just a lot of fun memories watching it on the old school TV and reliving a lot of that, hearing the songs and the dances and stuff, especially with our 4-year-old who had never seen it, getting to watch her kind of experience it for the first time, especially the way we did on the old TV. It was just a fun memory to make, and so it was very, very exciting. So the other DVD she got me is actually a Blu-ray, but can still play it on the Xbox and the Blu-ray player. And this one was one that's very exciting to me because I have this on VHS, the American version, but the version she got me is on Blu-ray, so I can actually watch it without a VCR. But also it includes the Japanese and American versions, and that is Digimon the movies. So it's got movies 1 through 3, because in Japan the movies came out as separate, I guess, almost like an anthology type thing, which is what they turned it into. The American version, they combined all 3 movies into one and then put the English dub over it. So this was super exciting. I put it on and watched it Christmas Eve night because I was so excited and so happy. It comes with all these special features and bloopers and interviews and making ofs. Just one of my all-time favorites. I'm such a huge Digimon fan and was very, very excited to get this one. So next up, we're going to get into some of the collectibles that she got for me. Starting with A couple Sonic figures for the retro corner. So I got a die-cast Knuckles, is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character, and it's got him on an awesome looking little four-wheeler there. Sorry that light glare. And then she also got me this little Sonic figurine that comes with a 10 ring, 10 piece ring. You can see the other little characters down there, and I'll show you the back of the other one. So these were really cool. I can't remember where she said she found those, but they were really cool and welcome addition to the retro corner and with my collection. So she also got me two Beyblades. Those of you growing up may remember these. We used to play with these a lot. You had the big like plastic dome battle arenas. Especially I remember these at middle school a lot. Was where we'd sneak the ripcords and the Beyblades to school in our backpacks, and there's always that one guy that brought the dome. And so on recess or breaks and stuff, we'd take it out in the hallway or out on the recess court and set it down. And, you let her rip and battle. And we played like they did in the show. If whoever won got to take pieces from the other one. I mean, it was crazy times, but it was a lot of fun. So getting these was really cool. So this is really welcome. And then lastly, she got me a Dragon Ball GT Trunks Pocket Pop keychain. So Trunks is my favorite Dragon Ball Z character, and so I was very excited to get that. Like I said, GT was one of those that at the time I was like everybody else. I was like, this isn't my Dragon Ball Z. This isn't as good. But there's a certain nostalgia for it and soft place in my heart for it now. So I really liked it. I really appreciated getting this. I've come to kind of love it in retrospect. The more I look back on it, call me crazy. But yeah, so that was very exciting. Next up, I'm going to cover some of the items that I found recently at flea markets and vendors mall and other little retro collectible stores just to add to the collection. Okay, so next up is another DVD. Do I have more DVDs? I'll show all of the DVDs. So next up are some more DVDs that I got at the vendors malls. So first up is the Superhero Squad show, The Infinity Gauntlet. Now this one obviously came out in the later years. I was a little bit older when this came out. But as a Marvel fan and just a growing up, still being an adult who's a big child, I still really have a lot of nostalgia for the Superhero Squad show. Specifically, it was the Superhero Squad Online that me and my friend and my wife used to play a lot and had a lot of fun with those missions. Killer theme song, by the way. One of the best theme songs in the game other than Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's one of the best Avengers theme songs. So I was really excited to find this. I also found Cradle to the Grave, which is one of my favorite action movies, Jet Li, DMX. And lastly, I got the Troy 2-disc full screen edition. I'm a big Sword and Sandals guy, and this includes the bonus discs, and it's got both discs in there. It looks awesome. Looked great on the Retro TV when I tested it out. Played great. Troy's one of the best. I mean, you can't be a Sword and Sandals fan and not like Troy, in my opinion. I mean, I guess you can, but my opinion is it's one of the top of all time. Some of the best sword fights, some of the best action. Brad Pitt is awesome as Achilles. Very excited about adding that one. Next up are some games. These are going to be some games that I am adding to the Retro Collection Retro Corner that I found. So I did recently finally get a PlayStation 2 to add in with the retro consoles that we got. And the first two games I got for the PlayStation 2 is Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. This is one I remember playing a lot on the 64 back in the day and really, really loved it. Army Men Sarge's Heroes 1 and 2. There's just something about that where you're like miniature sized and running through like living rooms and kitchens and in freezers and doing third person shooters, I guess. I don't think it really had. I think it had a first person. You could zoom in and go first person, but it's mostly third person mode. But a lot of couch co-op fun with my brother growing up playing those games. And speaking of couch co-op and my brothers and friends growing up, I had to get another Budokai game. This time I got Budokai Tenkaichi. I have just Dragon Ball Z Budokai for the GameCube, and I got Tenkaichi for the PlayStation 2. Again, big Dragon Ball Z fan. Love the Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi games. A lot of nostalgia. Many hours, many sleepovers and hangouts spent playing all of those games. Definitely want to try to get the others, Budokai 2 and 3 and Tenkaichi 2 and 3. And I'm even got my eyes on possibly getting Dragon Ball Z Sagas. If anybody remembers that one, it's kind of a deeper cut, lesser popular one, but again, a lot of nostalgia for it. And speaking of nostalgia, this next game is one I found. It's a Nintendo 64 game that my brother and I used to rent from Blockbuster back when Blockbuster, Friday nights, Dad take us, me and my brother, and we get to pick out a game, maybe a movie or two. But that was real big into the Nintendo 64 games and collecting a lot of those. Or not collecting, but renting a lot of those to play. And this was one of our favorites, was Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. And I just remember a lot of fun, a lot of hours put into playing that together, couch co-op. And okay, guys, so that wraps up, pun intended if you want, my 2025 Christmas retro haul. Like I said, this is now 2026, so looking forward to the new year, making plenty more videos in the Retro Corner and Throwback Afternoon, retro gaming, and even some current stuff that I'm getting into and doing, maybe some tours, maybe do some vlog type stuff, all kinds of things I'd like to be able to entertain and grow this channel in the new year. So if you'd like to be a part of that and help us to grow, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, help us get that subscriber count up, and as always, you yourself, keep it tuned here for more Throwback Afternoon.